Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Matt Modi with OddsJam, and in this video, I'm giving you some NBA player props for today. So I think this is the first time this has ever happened. Maybe not, but regardless, every single NBA team is having a game today. They're having an off day tomorrow for voting, which I think is really cool. So have a ton of possibilities in terms of good player prop bets to make. So what I did was I hopped on OddsJam and I found some positive expected value bets. Now I didn't do this yesterday, so I wasn't able to get a video out for my player props. So I don't have any. I don't have a recap for you guys for yesterday, but hopefully we are starting a new hot streak today. Of course, all of these bets being positive EV, mathematically profitable, using OddsJam to find value with the different sports books and the different player prop bets that we can make. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first play that I'm going to lock in here is Desmond Bain over 20.5 points. This is at -102 at FanDuel. So I'm going to put just above half a unit on this one at $60, just using the recommended bet size here. $60 on this one, Desmond Bain over 20.5 points, -102 odds, excuse me. That bet has been placed. So let me just add this to my bet tracker real quick, $60, perfect. So first of all, we'll talk about the math behind this play. It's positive expected value. Of course, I know that because it shows up on the positive EV page. But the way it works is, and the math behind it is this no vig odds column that you see here. It's calculated by OddsJam from a bunch of back testing of historical data and previous betting opportunities, testing all of this data, trying to determine what sportsbooks are the best at pricing odds. And then once they made that determination over the course of time, using all of that historical data, they spit out these no vig odds that you see here, using a weighted average from all of the sharp sportsbooks. So these no vig odds that you see here in the positive EV play is the play that's bolded with the little blue square outline around it. That's the positive EV play. These no vig odds can be viewed as the quote unquote true line of what a market should truly be priced at. So stock market, or like the reputable stock markets, have Apple stock priced at $300 a share. You view that as like, okay, this is the actual price of what this stock, the Apple stock, should be priced at. But you can get it on some random exchange at $280 a share. That would be a stock that would be a good one to buy, a good one to invest in. The same thing with sports betting. You're placing investments over the course of time, being profitable in the long run. So this Desmond Bain one, the no vig odds priced this at about -107. We got it at FanDuel at -102. So the gap between these two numbers is where you get your positive expected value from. And you can actually calculate your expected profit on this one just by using this percent here. So this percent can be viewed as your expected value percent, can be viewed as the edge you hold over the sportsbook, can also be viewed as your expected profit. So I put $60 on this one. So my expected profit on this one is a little over $1.20, something like that, a little over $1.20, $1.30, something like that, which obviously not breaking the bank on one individual bet. But the goal, of course, is to place multiple of these, 20, 25, 50 a night, whatever. And this is profit that will be realized today. So don't let the small numbers, the small percents fool you. We're just trying to be profitable in the long run. And so this is all the math behind it, right? This is stuff that you already know without needing to without needing to look anything, without needing to even think at all. You just know by looking at these numbers, yeah, it's positive EV. The steps that you can take if you're using OddsJam, and I definitely recommend at least signing up for a free trial if you haven't yet, and using the strategies talked about in this video. What you can do yourself to find the most of the profitable bets, or the most profitable of the bets, I should say, is if you click into a play like I did, it just pulls up where every sportsbook prices odds. So we see that the couple books have this priced like -130, -138. Bet Rivers has it at -103. So a little bit of an outlier compared to the, especially BetOnline, which is a sharp sports book. So because this is an outlier to BetOnline, which is a very sharp sports book, leads me to believe that this is a good play. So that's what we're looking for when you're opening up plays in a new tab, just if it's an outlier or not, and what books it's an outlier to. In this case, it was to the sharp sports books, which is BetOnline. So this is a good play that I like to put just above half a unit on. So that's the first one. Desmond Bain over 20.5 points. Let me just add this one to my bet tracker real quick. Tracking your bets is incredibly important. Understanding whether you're profitable or not, incredibly important. So you can also use the OddsJam bet tracker for completely free. So let me give this a refresh, make sure that I'm working with the most up-to-date lines And the next play that I was going to lock in here is Bogdan Bogdanovic over 2.5 made threes. This is at -125 at bet365. So I need to go to the NBA and lock this one in. I'm going to go to player props, and we're looking at 3-pointers made, and I'm looking for Bogdan Bogdanovic to go over 2.5, should be -125. So this is going to be a full unit play on this one. I'm putting $100 on this one. I think that this is a really good play. This bet has been placed, so let me just add this one to my bet tracker as well. And similar logic here, right? No vig odds, price this at about -132 if you want to round up from -131.81. And we got it at bet365 at -125. So again, click this open in a new page and look where all the other sports books price it. So bet365 at -125. The closest is Bet Rivers at -137, 12 cents higher. Then we have Fox Bet, almost 20 cents higher at -143. Pinnacle Sportsbook, which is the sharpest sportsbook in the world, prices this at -153. And then we see like DraftKings -165, Caesars -160, FanDuel -210, PointsBet -190. Just sportsbooks that have it priced as just insanely higher than the -125 that we got at Bet365. So just a massive outlier. So that's why I was comfortable putting more on this one than the previous play, just because it was a way bigger outlier across more sports books. So that's not me saying this Desmond Bain one was a bad play. It's just you should unit size based on the recommended bet size that OddsJam calculates right here based on your bankroll. And then also how big of an outlier it is to what sports books. So DraftKings, Pinnacle, two sharp sports books, pretty decent outlier compared to those two. So this was a play that I felt comfortable putting the full unit on. So this is my second player prop, Bogdan Bogdanovic over 2.5 made threes. Both of these players I like backing. Bain's been awesome. Now the Celtics defense is obviously scary, but Bain's been incredible for the Grizzlies this year. Bogdanovic has been a flamethrower for the Pistons. So I like this play as well, just for handicapping purposes. So let me give this a refresh, look for the most up-to-date lines. And we see one here on Jason Tatum under 4.5 assists, plus 114 at FanDuel. So this is one that I'm actually going to avoid, and I can tell you why. So the plus 114 on FanDuel is a good price, but the clear outlier here is actually the Pinnacle line at -123. Every other book has it close to even money, plus 100, -104, -105, something like that. Well, this is the clear outlier. So to me, this is something that will be a little bit of a higher variance and more likely to not beat the closing line. So this is an example of a play that I didn't take, and I can tell you why. So none of these plays are bad, of course. Like you could go through the OddsJam positive EV page and just take every single positive EV bet, and you'll be profitable in the long run. But in order to just minimize variance and stuff, I look for the best of the best. So this Buddy Hield one is one that I do like. Plus 105, Buddy Hield over 27.5 points, rebounds, assists, plus 105 at PointsBet. All right, so I have it up here, Buddy Hield over 27.5 points, rebounds, assists. And the reason why I like this one, this plus 105 is a clear outlier across all the sports books, like -108, -108, -125, -103, -110, -111, the Bet Online and the Pinnacle line. So the no vig odds, all in all, price this at about -100, just -101 if you want to round up. We can get it at plus 105 at PointsBet. So I would like to put half a unit on this one, but PointsBet has me limited, so we'll see how much they actually let me accept, or how about they actually will accept, they let me get on this one. So I can get $23.80, but for those of you at home, this should be worth a half unit play. And this is my third and final player prop for today. So I don't need to manually add this one to my bet tracker, because you can actually sync your sports books to the OddsJam bet tracker so that it'll automatically get added. You won't need to manually do it, which is what it says right here. So anyways, that is it for my 3 NBA player props for today. If you're tailing these, let me know, comment on the video with your feedback. But that is all I got for you guys. So appreciate you watching, and have a good one.